Howdy everyone, CreeperJones651 here, and welcome back to Craftology SMP. Today, we're playing a bit of a prank on a couple of the crafters that haven't really been on the realm that often lately. So, on the board we have Gamer Woody, surprisingly, Beastie the Pug. Beastie the Pug is like the main one, he's never on. Also Saints Rogue, haven't really seen him on lately. Anyways, I got a few tricks and stuff planned up my sleeve today, along with a bit of more work on the island. Gonna have to make a moss farm, but yeah, let's skip the details and head right up here. Today, I have a ton of eggs, right? These accumulated in my chicken farm, and I'm like thinking, you know what? It would be hilarious to just go up here and make a bit of a, well, you'll see. As you can see here, I have unloaded all of my eggs into the roof part of his building where the storage is. Once he opens that trapdoor right there, oh gosh, that's hilarious. As soon as you think they're done turning, they keep turning. Basically, he opens that trapdoor, all of them flood out throughout his entire wizard tower and the sides of this island. Anyways, on to the next one. So the next place we have to go is actually Saints Rogue's place. He's got a bit of a house here, not too much, but he has a ton of dirt. Speaking of which, now you'll notice something different with the floor. It might seem off, but the floor isn't off. Not at all. The rest of the house is by one block. Everything was moved up. I moved everything, including all the items. Gotta say, that was a bit of a process, but totally worth it. A little bit of extra detail went into here to make sure all the items were in the exact same place as they were before I moved it. So I hope he appreciates the time and effort I took to painstakingly recreate his entire house one block up off the ground. Use a little string there to keep the anvil floating. But yeah, it's hopefully he appreciates that. Also went to the outside and raised that stuff up as well. Ooh, better take care of these guys. Don't want them sniping me from the back. Anyways, now that we're done here, it's time we head over to Beastie the Pug's place. Because, yeah. I don't know why I saved it for last, but there's something I've got to do. And I'm not sure how to prank him, really. Well, I'll probably figure it out when I get there. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I figured it out. He has these two axolotls here, right? And it's just the perfect opportunity. I mean, you're off the realm for so long. Come on, you have two axolotls. They miss you, dude. Come back to the realm. Anyways, I won't take him too far. He sees the coordinates if he watches the video. And I'm placing them right here. They'll be safe from all enemy attacks, and they spawn in the dark in water, so they should be right at home here. See if I can do this right. Pick that, and then get it back. Okay, and then put it back in lower. Yep, and then put a dirt or grass on top of the grass. Yeah, we'll put the grass. Okay, now it's indistinguishable. Let's patch this up, and we are good. I kind of want to, hang on. I kind of want to frame. This never happened. It was the Illagers. I had no part in this. Right. So like I said, I need to make a moss farm, and I want to keep it in my industrial district. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to expand it a little bit. So that's what I'm doing right here. This is going to be another design by JC Plays. But yeah, let's get this all there. Okay, that should be plenty of space. Yeah, let's go time lapse. Huh? Oh, we're recording. Okay, so yeah, I made the wrong one. Yeah, so this is not the right moss machine, unfortunately. Even though it does give me the right, foliage and stuff like that, it doesn't give me the actual moss block. So I had to make this, I had to make another one for the moss blocks themselves. And my goodness, I was not prepared in the slightest for how much resources I would need for this. Well, it wasn't, it's not starter resources, let's just say that. Although, you could probably make this in the first week or so of being on your own world, but to be honest, I was not expecting it to take this long. But yeah, I'll put the link to the person who made this contraption. I'll put the link to their video in the description below, so if you want to make this for yourself, that'll be there. And it works for 1.17.40. I don't know about afterwards, but we'll see. Anyways, enjoy the show. So this is where I came into a snag with the whole tutorial thing. It was saying you had to look at it at a certain angle to place it, and I'm like, trying my best, but for the life of me, I couldn't. So I eventually just gave up, tunneled down through the stone below, and placed it that way, because that was going to be so much more easy. It would be so easy, much easier, and if you're needing a tip, that's a tip for you. Covered it back up with stone, easy peasy, no stress, no mess. Yeah. This was when I learned about quasi-connectivity. I cannot believe that I have to say that in a redstone contraption that I had to make. Let's just say this. I am not redstone inclined. I do not know how to make basic circuits like and/or circuits or whatever those are. I'm no mumbo jumbo. But anyways, this was a heck of an undertaking. These little trails of redstone that I had to put off the sides, I literally had no idea which sides I was supposed to go off of, because the guy turned too fast. No offense, dude, I appreciate the vid, it helped me get what I needed for this video, but oh boy. I had to rewatch that clip a few times before I was able to figure it out. And, well, you know how there's... Let's just say this is a irony. What happens next is irony at its best. So, in the video, right, that I was watching, the tutorial, yeah. Creeper creeps the bill. Right when the guy said, it was something about, like, placing certain blocks so that the water didn't escape and wreck your redstone, immediately after he said that sentence, a creeper blew up my redstone, and I had to go around and figure out what went wrong. Fortunately, it wasn't too big of a hassle to fix, but yeah, it did take a bit of double checking everywhere to figure out if I did it right, and if everything was there. But yeah, it was good. It was all right. It started working, and I was very, very happy. There was a bit of an issue with blocks being picked up by the not dispensers, the hoppers. It's late, but basically, I did try to fix that problem, but to be honest, I'd rather have this efficiency of getting moss blocks, and JC Plays moss foliage farm was helping me out tremendously with that already, so I didn't mind losing the blocks. Actually, I really did, it irked me, so I decided to make a couple slabs in front of the lava instead of normal solid blocks, so that I could just swoop down there and snag those extra blocks up. Because otherwise I would be losing massive amounts of blocks, and I didn't want that. Love the cut where you just place a bunch of blocks at once like that. Oh, yeah, just like that. And then maybe sneezing. Oh yeah, just like that. Now, I got an idea for this place. And it's gonna take tons more blocks of moss, but yeah, let's take a break. And I've got myself some slimes and boats, and I just so happen to have found some name tags lying around. And boy oh boy, we'll be able to set up our pet shop in no time. Don't ask me how those two, don't ask me how these guys managed to stack. I don't know. I've forgotten at the time. So, I was looking for a lead though, and these guys didn't want to give it to me, so you know what? I got some from a chest. So I could pull it off. Wouldn't really have minded, except I had to name the ones on the bottom, and I ran out of name tags. Oh well, one despawning won't hurt. But yeah, a lot of these pet slimes. I'm hoping to somehow make it up to the surface and put them in shop. Alright guys, so we have made a lot of progress since that slime incident. I managed to get a lot of this moss covering the area and breaking up the terracotta. Plan to get a little of the gradient going down to the clay floor, where I plan to have a bit of a lake. And yeah, this is gonna look really nice. I'm planning on having glowberries hang from the ceilings. See, this is what kind of view I was looking for. Got clay deposits, and this whole area is kind of broken up by the moss blocks. Now this has taken a bit of time to gather all the proper resources, but it's all worth it, and I can finally start adding the water to this area. So without further ado, let's get into it. There it is. It's taken a bit of doing, but the water adds so much life to the place. It's hard to believe that I'm actually in an island floating above the earth right now. It's insane. I can't... Well, it's not the end of the interior here, because I plan on having glowberries hanging from the ceilings, as well as some more foliage on the ground, maybe adding a few cabins here and there. But yeah, this is coming along great. I'm loving the little tide pools, and I'm definitely going to add some axolotl swimming around in here. But let's take a look at this without the HUD, because it looks a lot better. And perfect, we have our rain fog going, and this looks tons better when it rains, because there's no rain coming indoors. You only get that fog effect, and it looks a lot more, well, not humid. Is that the proper word? It looks a lot wetter. This is a lush cave. There's a lot of water. It only makes sense that there be a little bit of a fog going from the waterfalls and stuff. But yeah, this is amazing. Going under here, I'm just thoroughly in love with it. I can't wait to do more on here. I'll have to find some deep slate, so I'm going to get into a call with Zainaldine, and we're going to go on a little bit of an adventure. Right, so this is why we need to have multiple seasons. Season 1 is coming around to an end soon. But yeah, as I was running along with Zainaldine, trying to find a deep slate deposit, we ran across this cursed chunk error of a place that was corrupting the trees everywhere we looked. See, over here, we even found a tree that kind of resembled a toothbrush. But we weren't really here for sightseeing, but that was kind of interesting and terrible at the same time. Unfortunately, due to this, we are going to have to vacate this world. I don't have a PC yet. I am saving up for one, so hopefully eventually our future seasons will all be in a world download. I make no promises on that, but I have my fingers crossed. Anyways, we ended up finding the deep slate, ended up mining a crap ton of deep slate, and ended up heading back to the Isle of Aetheria to finish the deep slate placing part of this whole thing. So yeah, unfortunately, we weren't able to cover all of the wall with deep slate. I didn't harvest enough, but we got way more done than I was expecting to. We almost got the entire wall finished, and soon we'll be able to start on the roof of this lush cave, which is going to be my favorite part. Gonna add those glowberries. We're gonna increase the population of chickens in here because I feel like that should be its specialized mob that it spawns in here. So I'll probably have a sort of chicken spawning machine in here, and yeah, we'll have fun with that. Anyways. Alright, and with that, that concludes today's episode. Anyways, guys, if you have enjoyed and want to see more, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, click that bell for notifications, and every time I go live or upload a video, you'll know. Anyways, if you want to see this, you're going to want to click that bell, because this is just going to go further until next year. Anyways, hope you all did enjoy. Blessings to you all, and until next time, peace out.